very entertaining guy.
Yes, and now we're changing gears a little bit because it's time for one of our time-honored Winging It traditions. Anytime someone joins the News Forward team, we'd like to invite them to the Winging It couch to make their official WIVB and WNLO debut. So we're welcoming, of course, Todd Santos
It's our
today.
new meteorologist. Welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's great to be here, and especially to walk in where there's the kitchen. It just smells incredible in here. It's a good start to the morning.
Now, we're welcoming a lot of new faces to the Buffalo media right now, but a lot of them are from out of town, but we have to say you are a Buffalo guy. You have lots of connections to Western New York. So I think that's a great place for us to start.
Sure. Yeah, a lot of people wondered, why Buffalo, and I've gotten the question a lot. My wife's actually from here, born and raised. A bunch of our really good friends are from here, so it was just a natural fit. And I like a challenge in weather, so it was a very easy transition right into this. Hopefully, I'll call it easy now, but we'll see in a couple months.
Now, of course, before you were here, you were with the Weather Channel, which I think is incredibly interesting because, when you do think about national weather, the first name that pops up is the Weather Channel. So what was it like when you spent your time there?
Well, I was there for 4 years, basically forecasting for the entire country, learning all sorts of different things, and even just taking the earth science focus a little bit further. So it's been a really wild ride, and the learning curve was very steep, especially for areas that are totally different. My original focus was maritime weather, offshore weather, so I was, very easy to fit into a lot of the tropical stuff, and I'm looking forward to really kind of dissecting the lake and seeing how that affects, the counties here in Western New York.
What else excites you about the weather here in Western New York? I mean, it's always different.
Well, it is, and the Four Seasons thing is big. My wife and I have been living in Atlanta, so we're kind of transitioning back into Western New York, where she transitions much easier. I'm from Rhode Island originally, so I've kind of been used to snowfall, and I'm excited to see it snow because I'm a skier, and the whole time I lived in Atlanta, it snowed one time, so I'm ready for it.
So you're talking about maritime weather, and then you mentioned the lake. So how do you start to dissect the lake? What sort of play does lake effect have on the earth science kind of level that you were speaking about?
Well, the lake effect side of things, it's just a very dynamic thing because you think of, here, especially in some of the western counties, near the airports, you have a very, a more dense sensor network. You know what's going on. On the lakes, you kind of rely on, satellite data. You do have some buoys out there, and you kind of pick things on what's going on the other side of the lake, like temperatures. How does that factor into the air just above it, and what does that do once it gets inland a little ways? Maybe hits a hill, that sort of thing. All those little things matter.
So meteorologists are always kind of the go-to people for technology. How do you use social media to kind of get the word out about your weather forecast?
I do.
And do you like it? And what kind of stuff do you do on it?
I do like it. I also like the interaction part of it, which has been big. I'm hoping that people can actually tell me where to go in Western New York. What should I check out? I do plan on driving pretty much everywhere. I'd love to hit a lot of counties, a lot of areas, even into northwestern Pennsylvania. Kind of just check it out and see what else is going on here. I've spent a lot of time on Grand Island, a good amount of time in Buffalo itself. I've been on the Niagara River. I was a little kid and saw Niagara Falls, but I'm sure I'll spend plenty of time there too.
And we love that you said on Grand Island, not in Grand Island. That's the correct terminology. He's a Buffalo guy. Okay, so you're going to be on the morning team with us starting next week, right? Yes. Well, so we'll tune in from 5 to 9 on News 4's Wake Up, and we'll see you then, right?
All right, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to getting to know you and your style with the weather. But right now, we're definitely heading to break. When we